Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Kyle Donahue Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood with the Chucky Dope Lady Black Knights basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Kyle Donahue. Coach, how are we doing this week?
I'm doing great. Welcome back in.
It's always good to come back in the lower after.
Yeah.
Always good to come back into the office. Does the office have a name?
No, just the office.
I didn't know if it had a
The
name.
coach's office. Shout out Matt Ripley.
All right. Let's talk about the past two games you played. We previewed them last week. University High and Hampton had both comfortably here at home. Won one, lost one. Take me through each of them. Take me through the win against UH and then your first conference game against Hampton.
Yeah, I think UH, we came out and we came, like we talked about before, we came out in waves and kind of put the pressure on them. The old saying is pressure burst pipes. So that definitely happened that night, I think, and we got everybody in the scoring column, I think, that night. Were you there? Were you right now? Okay.
I was.
It's hard to keep up with all y'all guys. We played really well. We still moving into the Hampton game. One of the downfalls right now is shot making and turnovers. When you're playing a team that's comparable to you, you've got to make shots and you got to keep the ball. And I thought that night we did a good job of keeping the ball. We missed some shots, but we were able to recover. Flipping forward to Hampton, pressure burst pipes again, and they put a lot of pressure on us, and we had quite a few turnovers. Kind of got a little frazzled at times, and missed a lot of shots. But we played really hard, and we came away from that game. All is not lost. It's one game, but we definitely see our deficiencies that we have to work on. But also in that game, I thought we played really well in spurts, and we played really well defensively, I thought. They only scored, what did they score, 56?
I think so, yeah.
Only scored 56, right? Like that's nothing. But I thought we played really well defensively. They got some layups and some runouts and different things that pushed that out. But half-court defense-wise, I thought we played really well. We just have to make shots and have to value the basketball.
What did you learn from that game against Hampton, too? Because I know you faced pressure a lot this year with Crockett was one of those teams in the Hardy's Classic that pressed you a lot. Hampton pressed you a lot in this game, and when you make the trip up there, they're going to press you again. They do that every single game. So what did you learn in that loss?
Yeah, we just have to keep at it. We've got to keep working on press offense and be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the biggest thing that we are going to bring away. We're going to be uncomfortable. There's games everybody's going to press, and so there's games that you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Make the right play, make the right pass, and do the things we're talking about to get the ball down the floor, and not give them the ball. We've got to value the ball. The old adage is people don't score, the ball scores.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure
who puts through the hoop.
Right. You got to make sure we're the ones putting it through the hoop, and we're taking care of it, and then give yourselves a good shot down the floor, and make those good shots. That's another big thing. But I didn't come out of that game thinking that Hampton was far and away better than us. Yes, they beat us last night, and I thought they played really well, and credit to them. Coach Humphrey is new and into girls, so he's getting his feet wet just like I was last year.
Big transition for them, moving up to 2A with a new head coach.
Right, that's true. So they're kind of in a little flux, but they played really well last night, and they deserve to go away with the win. But there's obviously things we can work on and improve on each and every game.
Let's go back to Thursday a little bit also. Talking about the ball doesn't care who puts it through the hoop.
Yeah.
Every single person scored.
Yep.
You've had that happen a few times. I think you had it once before here last year when I covered one of your games. How special is it to always have a night like that whenever every single player gets into the game and adds their name to the scorebook and gets to score?
It's great. Everybody works hard, and it's great to be able to reward everybody with the chance to get in there and get some points. And it helps with team morale. Everybody's excited for each other, and that's what you want to see over on the sideline. You want to see people get excited for each other, and we need to keep building on that. When games aren't going our way, it's not so much. But I thought it was a really good win, and everybody gave great minutes and came in and moved the ball, and like we said, ball movement, people movement, and they did a good job.
Got that win over UH. Unfortunately, took a loss in your first district game against Hampton, but you got another chance at them later on in the year. You've got more opportunities, including coming up later this week also and early next week. We'll talk about those games coming up next after we take this short break here on Grassroots Media.
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pawn can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pawn is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pawn help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. Tommy's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greenville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommy's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommy's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommy's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommy's a call at 638-3662.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Kyle Donahue Show, where we cover everything on the court with the Lady Black Knight basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Kyle Donahue. So you had, I think, 3 consecutive games at home. You hit the road a little bit now.
Yeah.
You have 2 straight on the road against Happy Valley and Cosby. One being a district game this upcoming Friday night against Cosby. And then you go on the road on Tuesday to play a 1A competitor in Cosby. Take me through what you expect in both of those games and what you think both teams will throw at you.
Yeah, let's start with Happy Valley. Obviously, it's a conference game, and conference games on the road are difficult to win. They've got a good team. I think they lost a couple seniors last year that were pretty vital, but they still got a couple good pieces that are there still. So we've got to make sure we come to play. We can't let Tuesday night affect us Friday night. So we've got to make sure that everything we do, we're getting ready for Friday. We're flushing Tuesday out of our mind, and it's going to be tough. Last year we went down there. I think it was one of the last games of the season, or conference-wise, and it was a tough battle. We won. They missed a shot at the buzzer. So it's a tough place to play. A nice little bus ride on a Friday afternoon is not the worst thing. Take you a little nap, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But if we want to get to where we want to be in the conference, we've got to show up and we've got to show out. And then going to Cosby, obviously that's a little bit farther of a trip the other way. They're pretty good. They got the Shelton girl back. I think she's a junior. She played really well down there last year. I think she had 20-some. So we've got to make sure we stop her and make sure we find shooters. I think last year what happened was they got to the point where they were making open shots and that sank us. But it's a good challenge. Both of them are good tests right here before Christmas as we lead into the Christmas portion.
Take me through your conference outlook in a way. Whenever you say that going on the road is always a difficult game, do you circle those on the calendar more, or do you circle the home ones more in terms of more importance? Because
personally, I'm really trying to focus. We really try to focus on one at a time. I think both are important. Like we talked about, in order to win your conference, you got to win all your home games, steal some on the road. I think obviously you want to be at home in front of your fans. You want to be where the crowd's at. Defensively, you have to travel on the road. When you talk about playing at home, usually you shoot better at home, you play better in front of your fans. Defense has to travel. So they're different. They're different in a sense of how you play and how you would approach. But you still have to. It's still basketball. I like playing on the road a little better because you like being the us versus them mentality, us versus the world. I'm
sure it's less stress on you being an athletic director, too.
It is a lot less stress to not have to get anything ready.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about all that. But you just hop on a bus, take a little nap. But it's definitely, there's definitely, when you talk home and away, there's different vibes. and you've got to match that every game. You got to bring it every game, and there's different things that you bring when you play.
I know I asked this question last year. I kind of brought this topic up, and I want to see if you'll give me an
Okay.
honest answer here.
Okay.
I said that one particular school in the county was the toughest one to play at on the road. In your conference, which one is the toughest to play on the road at?
They're all varying. When you talk about South Green, very passionate fan base. It's very tough to win there. Then you go to West Green, and West Green feels like it's a pretty enclosed environment. Hampton
that long bus ride.
has a long bus ride, and their fans, you combine a little passion from the fans with a little enclosure on the court. Kind of feels like they're all over you. Happy Valley, it's almost the same gym as Hampton.
Yeah.
I think they all bring something different, but they're all very difficult to play. And that's what our conference is. Our conference is a bunch of teams that are very similar, and they're very excited that you're coming to their place because they want to get all over you. And that's a challenge for us. So I didn't answer your question.
Nope. I'll see if you would.
No, I did
you
not.
always kind of dodge around it.
You know, they're all tough to. You don't want to tick off the fan base, but they're all tough to play at. And there's a reason why you have to steal a couple on the road, because everyone plays well at home. And when you go to those places, you want to play well, and they're going to do their best to stop that.
Speaking of ticking off fan bases.
Yeah. Let's not even.
Not on camera.
Let's not even go there. Florida State.
They deserve to be in.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
I will say this, folks. If they're not good enough to be in the playoffs, Tyler, if they're not good enough to be in the playoffs, if their quarterback is the only reason they can't be in the playoffs, then why would you put them at number 5 and say that they're okay, Alabama beats Georgia by 3 points. So you're telling me they're not good enough to be in they're 2 points away from being in the playoffs? Come on with that, folks. Come on. If I ever got around Boo Kerrigan, I'd let him hear it. But anyway.
NC State athletic director.
Yeah. What?
You think that plays it?
Let's forget about
factor?
How ridiculous. How can he go to his coach and be like, listen, I hope you go undefeated. It won't matter.
Nope.
Anyway.
Like, why do you even play the games?
Anyway.
It's a nice hat you got there.
Thank you. That's
set it up.
compliments of baseball. Thank you, Coach Willett. Compliments.
New uniforms this year?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I saw new hats.
I don't get to wear the uniform, so I
I didn't know if we were getting new threads or not.
No, I don't know. He got them in already, so we're good. They take care of it.
It matches with that jacket, too.
Yeah, there you go.
I like the black and white.
Yeah.
The black and gold's always superior, though.
Exactly.
It's always superior when you come here to check
Looks
it out.
nice.
Didn't mean to fire you up.
Hey, I've been fired up all week. My wife's sick of hearing about it, so I try not to talk to her. So I text Coach Murphy, Coach Ripley, and we talk about it. It's easy to not be an SEC homer when you don't cheer for an SEC team.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to be an SEC homer soon.
Hey, that's fine.
It's
Yeah.
all right.
They let you in. That's part of my thought is Texas is coming in, so they were just ticking off the Big 12 again.
Could have been.
Hey, let's
If
just
you think of it that way, 2 SEC teams got in.
exactly. Let's throw it out there.
But if you thought about it that way, too, then they could have just subbed Texas as an SEC team. I mean, they're technically not, but
let's quit
they
talking
love
about
their
it.
beloved SEC.
I have to work the rest of the day. I don't even want to. We're done.
Coach,
I
that's all I've
appreciate it.
got. Appreciate you. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Kyle Donahue Show. Look forward to seeing you next time here on Grassroots Media.
Go Black Knights.